I'm tired of being so lazy, having this victim mindset, and feeling helpless. I want to stop procrastination because I honestly feel depressed. Can you help me? Do you have a problem with procrastination? Are you struggling to find the discipline you need to get things done? Well, you're not alone. Procrastination is a common problem people face, even me. However, I got news for you, buddy. There are 3 practical steps you can take to overcome laziness and destroy procrastination. So, you ready? Let's go. Step number 1, start with discipline. When it comes to developing discipline, it's important to start small and work your way up. Set specific, achievable goals for yourself and break them down into smaller tasks that you can accomplish on a daily or weekly basis. For example, if your goal is to write a book, start with a small goal like writing 10 minutes a day and gradually increase the time as you become more comfortable with the habit. I would love to write a book one day. Are you saying I could be the next Ernest Hemingway? R.L. Stein? But my days are so busy, I'm not sure I could fit it in. Creating a schedule is also very important for developing discipline. Schedule time in the day for your task that you need to complete and try to stick to it as much as possible. This can help you develop a routine and make it easier to stick to your goals. When it's time to start a task, don't negotiate with yourself. Should I do it? Should I not? I mean, video game sounds really fun right now. I want to play Call of Duty. I wonder who's on. Just take that first step and get started. Use positive self-talk to remind yourself why this task is important and the benefits you'll receive once it's completed. An example is if you need to clean your room, tell yourself that having a clean space will make you feel more relaxed and productive. Focus on the benefits and use them as motivation to get started. Hey, that wasn't bad. It's also important to eliminate distractions when you're working on a task. This can mean turning off your phone, yes, I know, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, again, I know, and finding a nice quiet place to work. By eliminating these kind of distractions, you'll be able to focus more fully on the task at hand and be more productive. Oh, okay. Overall, developing discipline takes time and effort, but it is an essential part of overcoming procrastination. By setting specific goals, creating a schedule, and using positive self-talk to motivate yourself, you'll be on your way to developing the discipline you need to achieve your goals. Now that you understand how to start with discipline, here's step number 2, and that is to finish with discipline. It's all about actually completing the task that you started. This can be the most challenging part of overcoming procrastination because it requires actual effort and commitment. Effort and commitment? That sounds like a lot of work. To finish with discipline, it's important to break down the task into smaller, manageable steps. This can make the task feel less overwhelming and more achievable. For example, if you're still in college and need to write a research paper, you can break it down to smaller steps such as outlining, researching, drafting, editing, and finalizing. Did someone say college? Where the frat party's at? Once you have your steps laid out, set deadlines and hold yourself accountable for meeting those deadlines. Use tools like calendars or a to-do list to help you stay organized and on track. If you find that you're struggling to stay motivated, use positive self-talk to remind yourself of all the progress you made and the benefits you'll gain from completing that task. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Just remember, discipline isn't about being perfect, but it's about making progress and continuously improving. If you slip up and miss a deadline or get off track, don't beat yourself up. Instead, refocus and get back on track as soon as possible. With consistent effort and discipline, you'll be able to finish what you started and overcome procrastination. And now, the final step, and that is do not negotiate with yourself. When it comes to procrastination, we can be our own worst enemy. We may find ourselves rationalizing why we don't need to do something, or even making excuses for why we can do it later. The problem is that this kind of negotiation with ourselves often leads to inaction and further procrastination. I need to go to the gym, but I just started a new season of The Sopranos. I'll go after all 6 seasons. So how do we stop negotiating with our mind? One effective method is to use the 3-second rule like I mentioned in my last video. When it's time to get something done, count down from 3 and take action immediately. This is similar to a countdown before a rocket launch, where there is no time to negotiate or hesitate. For example, Mikey just said he wanted to go to the gym, but he keeps putting it off. When it's time to start working out, he can count down from 3 and get up, put on his gym clothes, and drive to the gym. He could say something like 3, 2, 1, and go, and start working on his first task on his to-do list. For me, I suggest doing the hard things first and getting it out of the way. I hate doing cardio, so I try to get it done first before I do my workout. But anyways, this quick action will help him overcome his initial resistance to starting and get him more into a productive mindset. Why am I always getting picked on? What about Bro Science Steve? Hey, you're the one with all the issues. Leave me out of this. Guys, do you mind? I'm trying to do a video here. Anyways, another way to stop negotiating with your mind is to simply move your body. If you're not a gym goer yet, which I highly recommend you do, you can start slow by just doing 50 jumping jacks, going on a run, or doing push-ups. These simple exercises can be an effective way to get your body moving and overcome procrastination. Even something as simple as stretching or taking a quick walk around the block can help you break out of a cycle of procrastination. Lastly, it's important to know that inaction creates more inaction, while motion and action creates more motion and action. By taking immediate action and not negotiating with your mind, you'll gain momentum and create a positive cycle of productivity. Think of it more like a snowball effect. So don't let your mind talk you out of taking action. Count down, move your body, and get started with the task at hand. So guys, there you guys have it. To stop procrastination and destroy laziness, you need to take control of your mind and develop discipline. Here are some additional tips for each step. Step 1. Start with discipline. Discipline is like the muscle that you need to train. Start by setting specific goals and creating a schedule. Break down bigger tasks into smaller tasks, more manageable ones, and use positive talk to remind yourself of the benefits of completing the task. For example, if you need to study for an exam, set a goal to study for 30 minutes a day and stick to it. Step 2. Finish with discipline. Finishing what you start is often the hardest part of procrastination. To overcome this, break the task down into smaller steps and set deadlines for each one. Hold yourself accountable for meeting those deadlines and use positive talk to keep yourself motivated. You got this. For example, if you need to clean your room, start by making your bed, then move on to picking your clothes, and so on. Guys, I just realized I just showered and I didn't put enough product in my hair. I'm sorry. Last but not least, stop negotiating with yourself. When it's time to get something done, don't give yourself the option to negotiate. Instead, take immediate action. For example, if you need to write an essay, set a timer for 25 minutes and just start writing without any distractions. Even if you don't feel like it, force yourself to start. Once you get going, it'll become easier to keep going. Remember kids, discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress and continuously improving. Don't beat yourself up if you mess up or make mistakes. Instead, focus on the progress you made and keep moving forward. With these steps, you can stop procrastination and start achieving your goals. We all know what we need to do, so let's just go out there and just do it. And as always, let's get this bread. See you on the other side.